everybody. Welcome to my Cinco de Mayo special. This is Liza Talks with Tequila. And today I'm going to be talking with my boyfriend Joe, who I'm quarantining with, doing my very first in-person interview. Really excited about that. And today I'm going to share with you some food that I'm making, burrito bites, and Joe's famous guacamole. We're also going to do a tequila tasting, and we're going to chat. All right, grab a drink and enjoy. Let's celebrate.
It kind of got out of hand.
Ooh, baby. This is fun.
Hey, it's Liza. I'm here talking today with my boyfriend Joe. We are quarantining together, and today is Cinco de Mayo, so I thought we would do a fun episode together. My first in-person interview. Yay. Joe, let's tell them what we're doing today, drink-wise. First of all, we're going to be doing a tasting of Teremana. But let's see if we can try to get Joe into only drinking margaritas to maybe he likes shots like I do. So first, I'm going to make a margarita. I have a shaker. I do things in shot form, so that's how I measure. We'll do 1 and half-ish. And then I have Cointreau, which is the best. Oh, can't put that in the tequila bottle. We'll do 3/4-ish of that. You can always add or edit, that's how I do things. And then we got lime. So I'm going to squeeze 1, 2, and then we shake. And I like ice, so I'm going to, lots of drippage. All right. Pour it all in there. Voila! I'm going to throw that in to garnish it a little bit. Okay, so now that's made. Joe, why don't you pour a shot of tequila and tell us what we're doing with that one.
This is going to be just tequila on the rocks.
Yum.
Perhaps with lime as well.
So put the lime in there. Beautiful. And last but not least, tequila shot. Yay! Okay. Voila. Joe isn't much of a holiday person other than maybe Christmas.
Halloween.
Halloween. Ooh. That's because it's around his birthday. So Joe, what's your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Cinco de Mayo?
I suppose it's always nice to appreciate other cultures, even if it's just more of a excuse to drink. So I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah. That's nice. That's like the nicest way he could have talked about it. Not much of a holiday person, but I think he can agree we all like a reason to drink. And it's all Teremana. Very excited about trying these in different forms because I tried it on its own, and it's got like a nice little smokiness to it. So I'm hoping that it's like an unbelievable margarita.
Okay.
Why don't we try a margarita first?
Okay.
Okay. So. Really good. What?
Okay, good.
No, I was just trying to, I still got some guacamole in my mouth, so I'm trying to get the good flavors in. I might need to put a little more Cointreau in it in terms of a margarita. Some more stuff. That's good though, because if you have a tequila that's a little sweeter overall, it can be more difficult. In terms of finding the right balance of the sweetness, but this having a smokier base, I think makes that a much different margarita.
Yeah, I would agree. That was very delicious. Not always the best idea to share glasses during a pandemic, but we're quarantining together, so it's okay.
Yeah, we'll go down together or fight together, whatever it is. Okay. Before we go on to our next beverage, why don't you tell me, what is your favorite? Joe loves movies, watches them all the time. What is your favorite movie you've watched so far during quarantine?
Favorite movie I watched during quarantine is probably the original Alien. It's a fantastic sci-fi thriller horror movie, late 70s. Awesome female protagonist, Sigourney Weaver, and it set the stage for one of the best sequels of all time in Aliens, which is another one I watched during the quarantine and absolutely love.
Yeah, and I watched it for the first time. I'm a big horror movie buff, but I haven't watched Alien because I tend to stay away from sci-fi style. That's his favorite genre. But I loved it. You know, it's silly. It's silly to watch now when you look at some of the special effects, but I think it's pretty great overall. And I haven't seen the second one yet, but he says it's one of the few times it's a better sequel than the original, probably, which is tough. Yeah.
Close. It holds its own weight, sort of like
Right.
Godfather 2. They're right there.
Right. I almost liked Godfather 2 more because I like Michael Corleone.
A lot of people do.
Yes. All right, so why don't we try this now on the rocks? Smell the tequila.
Wake you up.
Oh, that's good. I think I almost like it better that I can taste it more.
That's tequila. I'm not the biggest tequila fan, but for tequila, that is delicious.
Yeah.
On the rocks too, was a nice smooth way to enjoy that.
It's really smooth. It's easy to drink. I typically don't like something that brings a little more smokiness to it, but it's not like a mezcal in any way. It just has that little extra kick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have another sip.
Very smooth. Delicious.
Yeah. I think I almost like it. It has having a little bit of the lime. I mean, it's fantastic in a margarita, but when it comes to, I think, like, Joe's more of a what do you call it? Bourbon person, and he likes probably it neat most of the time, depending on the alcohol content, of course. But I think we can both say when you have something that has the kind of flavors that you just want to enjoy on their own, sometimes ice can help bring out flavors a little more too, as we learned in bourbon. I'm not really exactly sure if that's the same case with tequila, but I would imagine so. It was definitely a little tough thinking of how would we talk in person. We see each other every second of every day. That can be tough. I guess we could talk about that, how we're doing in that sense. You know, honestly, I think all couples, I would imagine, are having some ups and downs during this. Like, you see someone so much more.
Right.
So I think some of those little things that might annoy you about someone that you usually get a little bit of time away from and you don't get that, can lead to some fights. But it also leads to learning more about each other.
Yeah, I don't know who to give proper credit to, but it seems like the most common quarantine game played is, why are you doing it that way? And nobody wins.
No.
So it's a constant 20 hours or every waking hour of, why are you doing it that way?
Right. Well, even sleeping. He thinks I should go to sleep earlier, and I'm like, why are you going to sleep?
Around 11 or midnight for myself.
Yeah, I'll stay up till 5 sometimes. No, but yeah, I think there are certain things where it kind of teaches you a little bit more about patience. That's my biggest thing I think I'm learning in general. I don't know if you feel the same way.
Yeah, definitely.
Learning patience a little bit more. And we've also been spending more time talking with family, and I've been getting to know his friends and family a little bit more too, with all the time we spend playing games and whatchamacallits. I don't know why I said that. Or whatever, and that's been really nice. You just delve more into each other's lives. So I think we should take a shot now. I'm going to pour you one as well in your Chiefs shot glass.
Super Bowl champs.
We'll see about that next year. Do you need a chaser or a lime?
No.
Ooh, champ. Okay. Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Whew. Try to hold the face together. on
Come
tequila shots. I think what's hard about shots is that they're not meant to be enjoyed. In terms of enjoying like the actual liquor that you're drinking.
Right.
You're not meant to be like,
Savoring it.
let me take a ounce plus of a liquor and be like, let me figure out those notes on that.
Nope.
That's not how tasting works.
Straight down the gullet.
That just reads straight down. And now I've begun slurring. Great. No, I'm kidding. But it's still delicious. That was a nice shot to take if you're gonna take a shot.
I agree.
So what do you think? Do we like shot version, or let's do a 1, 2, 3 actually. Shot, margarita, or on the rocks with wine? What's your 1, 2, 3?
I think it would always depend on like what's the environment I'm taking it. If I just needed to get some alcohol in my system and celebrate something, I would enjoy a shot. Like Liza mentioned, I usually drink whiskey neat, so I would probably go straight towards just the on the rocks as a smooth sipping beverage, which is really good. But then on a nice summer day, sometimes a sweet, chilled margarita is still absolutely delicious.
I would agree. I don't know if there's really a 1, 2, 3 with Teremana. I think any way you drink it, you're gonna love it. All right. Well, I think we've had a good time here today. We also have videos of Joe making his famous guac. It's one of the best guacs you could ever have. You'll see the step-by-step. I think the special part of it is the pureeing of it, which I don't think people do. I think most people just stir it up with a spoon or something like that. And then I made some burrito bites. They didn't turn out to be exactly burrito bites. They're burrito, I think, because of the rice and beans, but they're not in terms of what I made.
It was delicious.
But they were so good, and I think I would make my kids that in the future. Well, this was another episode of Liza Talks with Tequila. I really enjoyed the Teremana tasting, and I think I'm going to continue doing this with a lot of liquors as I go through more videos. I hope you have enjoyed a beverage as well. As always, my thing is grab a drink and enjoy, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Cheers.